Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create smart lessons via our EP Studio.
From your dashboard, navigate to the Content tab and select Edit Mode. Ensure that the subject at the top is the one that you want to be working in. At the top here, you will see the types of content that you can create using our studio. Click Smart Lesson. It will automatically place a blank information slide, a quiz, and an extended response section in your draft lesson.
Information sections are designed to introduce your students to new concepts or to recap at the end of a lesson.
You can choose how this new information slide will be formatted by selecting one of these options. You can embed information and media by dragging and dropping one of these components into the slide. Editable options include text. You can edit all components of the text, including font, size, style, alignment, and links. Images and videos. When inserting an image or video, you will have the choice to upload your own or pick from our extensive media gallery. Once you have selected your image or video, you can customize the size and how it will appear on the slide. Annotated texts. This feature is great for elaborating on points or making hints. Type in your text, then highlight the keyword or words, and click on the plus to elaborate on this word or concept. Audio clips. When inserting an audio clip, you will have the choice to record your own, upload your own, or pick from the extensive media gallery. Once you have selected your audio clip, you have a range of customizable options to suit your lesson. PDFs. When inserting a PDF, you will have the choice to upload your own or pick from our media gallery. Embed internet links, including Google Drive. To embed a link, simply copy and paste the link you would like to use in this bar. You can customize the size in which it will appear on the slide. YouTube videos. To embed a YouTube video, simply copy and paste the YouTube link you would like to use into this bar. You can customize the start and end time if you only want your students to watch a portion of the video and the size in which it will appear on the slide. All of these components are movable once set up. You can label your information slide at the top, add another information slide by simply clicking on the Add Slide button.
Quiz or short answer questions can reinforce learning by asking automatically marked questions. If your student gets an answer wrong, it will provide them with instant feedback. EP works on a mastery model, so if your students get a question wrong, it'll ask them that question again later on.
You can choose how this new quiz or short answer slide will be formatted by selecting one of these options. You can embed the same information and media that we learnt about for the information slides. You can also add 4 types of short answer questions. Multiple choice. You will most likely pose a question above using the text component. You then can type in a range of correct and incorrect answers, add more options by clicking Add Option. Change whether the answer is correct or incorrect by clicking on the tick or cross symbol. You can change how this will appear on the slide by adding columns and changing the size. You can also make this an ordered and numbered list by simply clicking the Ordered button at the top. Fill in the gaps. You have 2 choices to present to your students: to drag and drop words from a list, or to give blank text boxes for them to type into. Type in the sentence that you want them to complete. Highlight the word or words that you want to be drag and drop options and click the plus button. On the right, you have some variable options. You can add alternative answers that could also be correct, and add incorrect answers called distractors to help challenge your students. If you click on text box, then you can select the words that will be replaced by a blank text box. Add optional answers or distractors in and space them out with a comma. Annotated question. Similar to annotated text, type in your text, then highlight the keyword or words and click on the plus to add a question and possible answers. Click on the tick or the cross to change which answer is correct. Highlight the answer. You will most likely pose a question above using the text component. Type in your text, then highlight the correct answer and select the tick. You can also add an incorrect answer by highlighting the word and clicking the plus button. If you would like, you can highlight all of the words in the text. When you are happy with your question slide, click on Explanation at the top to see what will appear for your students to help guide them when they get a question wrong. You can leave this blank, type in your own explanation, or copy something in that refers back to the information slides. Once you have clicked Save, you have a range of editable options on the top toolbar that you can choose to suit the requirements of your lesson. If you like the way you have formatted this slide, click Copy Question and edit accordingly, or click Add Question to add another short answer slide.
Extended response questions allow your students to prove their deeper understanding of a subject. Extended response questions are self-marked by the student first, then sent to you as the teacher to provide feedback and guidance, and even ask them to resubmit if you would like.
You can choose how this new long answer slide will be formatted by selecting one of these options. You can embed the same information and media that we learnt about for the information slides. You can also add 5 types of long answer questions. The long answer, pose a question above this using the text component. Drag and drop it in and type in a model answer that will appear for your students to use as a self-marking guide. Highlight a word and click the plus button to make this a keyword. You can enter a prompt that the students will see when typing in their answer. This might be a sentence starter or simply bullet points to indicate what you expect your students to write. If you like, you can add an answer expectation. If the students don't meet these expectations, when they go to submit their answer, an automatic pop-up box will appear encouraging your students to keep trying. Uploader. Using the same process, pose a question above this using the text component. Students can upload a range of files such as documents, images, videos, or audio files as a response to your question. Working formula. Students are required to complete an equation to show their work. Pose a question above using the text component. Write the starting formula in the box under Add Explanation. You can add additional steps by pressing Enter or the New Step option. Ticking the marked box will force that line of working to be a marked step for a student attempt. You can select multiple steps to require marking. Students will need to get all of the steps that have been ticked marked correct before they are able to move on to the next question. If there are multiple ways to solve the formula, you can add an additional method by selecting the New Method option. To add variations to specific steps, click the Advanced button, then add variations to steps using the New Step Variation button. These variations are counted as the same step. Your students' answers will have to match one of these variations. It is best to add as many variations as possible to account for the different lines of thinking of your students. Scratchpad. Students can be asked to draw something based on a prompt or asked to label an image. Pose a question above this using the text component. Here you will create what the Scratchpad will look like for your students when answering the question. You can select the background image, initial tool, colour and grid visibility. Clicking on Model Answer will give you a scratchpad to demonstrate the correct answer that will appear to your students before they self-mark. Audio Recorder. Students are asked to record a verbal answer to a question. You will most likely pose a question above using the text component. You have 2 options. Select the one appropriate for your question. If you select a quick recording, you can provide an audio model answer. The audio recorder is built into the EP platform, so no external devices or software are required. As per the short answer question slides, when you are happy with your slide, click on Explanation at the top to see what will appear for your students to help guide them when they get a question wrong. By clicking on Student Marking Criteria, you can also add specific marking instructions for your students to view before self-marking. Once you have clicked Save, you have a range of editable options on the top toolbar that you can choose to suit the requirements of your lesson. Change the name of your lesson, click Save, and then back. You will now see your new Smart Lesson in your content library.
Thank you for watching our tutorial on how to create Smart Lessons via EP Studio. EP Studio lessons can be used to create in-class lessons or to assign homework tasks. EP Studio is incredibly comprehensive, so if you would like any further help, please reach out to your key contact at EP.